Hey y'all, it's me. It's your girl. The glow up is. I'm so excited for another day. I'm so excited for another opportunity, man. God has blessed us to be able to see another day. Y'all, listen, this is what we do, right? We grow to glow. This is what we do at the glow up is, man. We got to let our light shine. So we take the mask off, right? And we're just open and honest with ourselves and true to ourselves. But yet at the same time, even though we're going through these things called life, right? This thing called life, this journey called life, like we have to understand that God has given us life and He's given it to us more abundantly. And even though we're going through this thing called life, guess what? We don't have to go through it alone. We're in this thing together, right? So when I'm talking to y'all, I promise you I'm talking to me. I'm always encouraging not just you, but I'm also encouraging myself too when I'm talking to y'all. Tonight, man, God has literally been uncturing me in these last 2 weeks. And it's been in my spirit to look around me, to literally look around you. And that's what I titled this thing, Look Around You. God has literally been showing us signs. He's been showing us all of these great wonders, and it starts with us. It starts with us waking up this morning because guess what? We didn't have to wake up this morning, but God saw fit for us to wake up this morning. I don't know about you, but listen, somebody didn't wake up today. Somebody didn't get a chance to walk today. Somebody didn't get a chance to eat today. Somebody didn't even have a meal on the table. Some people didn't even have a table. Some people don't even have a place to go. But listen, God saw fit for us to make it through today. If we got eyes and we're capable of walking, we're capable of talking, we're capable of seeing, we're capable of smelling, we're capable of calling somebody on a cell phone or not on a cell phone, right? Capable of just being able to go and get something to eat. Because listen, I'm telling you, y'all, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. This thing hit me in my shana this week, and I was just like, God, I see you, I hear you. God says, look around you. I don't need you to be discouraged, nor do I need you to be dismayed. Right? I need for you to continue to keep your eyes on me and what it is that I've called you to do in this time. Right now is not the time to get distracted. Y'all, that thing hit me like like a ton of bricks. I was just like, okay, God, I hear you. And then God was like, look around you. Like you are a walking miracle, right? And I need for you to understand something is that even though man sees things, right? These are things that are happening in the supernatural. Some of these things you can't see. And I started thinking about all of the different things and all of the people that were in the Bible, right? And I started thinking about how God was giving them signs. And I thought about Noah and how Noah in the book of Genesis, right? And the flood had came and there was a rainbow that was there. And that was a part of the promise, right? To never flood the earth again, right? And so I thought that that was amazing, right? But then I also started thinking about all of the other things, right? I think about the burning bush with Moses, right? And how that was supernatural and how Moses was like, who are you, right? And he said, the I am, that's who I am. And a lot of times, right, we don't see the I am around us. Like if we just look around and we see all of the things in nature, right? And we just start taking in the air that God has blessed us to be able to breathe with, right? And we just start looking at these, we see these things as just regular natural things. And this is what God has really been uncturing me in, right? Is that the same way where you're looking at the natural things with your carnal eyes, I need for you to see me the same way. I need you to receive the promise that I have for you the same way. Did y'all just hear what I just said? The same way that you go out here and you step on the ground, I need for you to understand there is a solid ground, not the ground that you're walking on, but there is a ground, okay, that I have put before you that I'm going to bless you with, that I'm going to do some awesome things in you because guess what? I put a seed in the ground. You're looking at it, right? And the ground is us. That means that you are good ground, sis. That means that you are good ground, bruh, right? That means that we got to do some things in order to obtain this thing. We got to take care of this good ground. And God will begin to have people to be able to come in your life and to be able to speak life into some of these things, right? And whether or not if it's their turn to help you water, whether or not if it's their turn to help shed some light, right? Whether or not if it's them that want to help get their hands dirty, right? And nurture and put some nutrients in this good ground, right? To help these things grow, because that's what this whole thing is about, y'all. That thing hit me. And I was just like, God, you've been literally showing us Every single day that we wake up, you're showing us every single day that we still have purpose to fulfill. You're literally just want us to go out here and be exactly who you say we are. Like, it's not about what the world thinks that we are or who we are, right? Because the world does not define us, because we were already separated from the world, because we already knew, right, who God was. God says, I knew you before you were in your mother's womb. I knew you before you were even thought of, baby girl and baby boy. I knew you before then. And a lot of us have literally lost our way because we've gotten so consumed in this world that we have literally forgotten to look around us and see how blessed we truly are. Like, we are truly blessed, y'all, on this side. Like, God says, you ain't even got to wait to get to heaven to have a good time. I need for you to understand that there is purpose that is here on this earth, and you got to fulfill this thing. Like, you got to feel it. And you got to know that you know that you know that God has everything under control. So look around you, like, be intentional of looking around you. Think about it, right? When you start looking around you, like, man, God, you are such a blessing to me. You've blessed me this far. Like, I didn't even have to make it to 38 years of life, but you've given me 38 years of life on this earth. And I'm thankful for that. Thank you, God, for that. Thank you, God, that I got somebody that I can talk to, right? God is my companion. He's my confidant. He's my friend. He's my father, right? And the deeper and the more relationships that I began to build even more with him, the more he begins to fulfill it even more. So then when I began to look around and I'm like, God, I thank you for all of the things that you've done for me, and not just the materialistic things. I can begin to look around and see the birds, right? I could begin to be around. And y'all, I was watching the ants the other day. I was watching the ants the other day, and I just thought it was so funny because they were literally building like this little pile, right? And I was like, man, I said, look at this. I said, they literally are in like rows, just taking their time, and they're just rocking with this thing. I said, and it's mind blowing because what they are doing, right, is they're storing, right? But they're also getting their homes up, right? Because they don't want anything to come in and try to invade their home. And so I just looked at it and I was just like, man, it's just amazing to be able to see how nature moves. I think that if we really take a hint and we take a lesson from out of nature's book, right, and just simply be who God created us to be, we would just be doing exactly what it is that we're supposed to do. Like, we're not necessarily jealous of this person or that person. We're doing exactly what God has called us to do because we're doing it in such a way where can't nobody else do it like you, right? I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do, right? Because God, you and your DNA and my DNA don't match and it don't mix, right? Because the reality is that God created you for such a time as this, and He created me at such a time as this. But our gifts that God has created for us to do shall make room for us, but it shall also give Him the glory. So when we look around and we take all of this stuff in that God has blessed us with, all of the things that people sometimes take for granted, we can't do anything but lift our hands and just thank God for just another day, just another opportunity to get it right. Y'all, we're not perfect people, man. We are so not perfect people. Listen, I promise you, I ain't perfect. I'm far from it. But I'm still trying. I'm still trying to glean after God. I'm still trying my hardest, right, to forgive. I'm out here literally trying my hardest, right, to not hold grudges. Ouch, that's a real thing. I'm out here literally trying to keep pushing because I know that the promises for my life are yes and amen. And I know that God hasn't forgotten me. But sometimes, y'all, we get so caught up in this routine, in this life, that we forget to look around and appreciate all of the things that God has already done for us, all of the things that He's doing for us, all the things that He's going to do for us. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I'm in expectation mode. I'm in expectation mode. Look, listen, God, God had me clean out some stuff. And I'm like, God, you know what? I'm asking for forgiveness from those people who I'd even need forgiveness from. I don't necessarily want to be around them no more like that, right? But I want them to forgive me, but I'm also forgiving a lot of people too, right? Because at the end of the day, like I want God to extend me grace. I don't want to not extend other people grace. But just because I'm extending you grace don't mean that I got to extend you grace and you got to be in my face. I'm just saying, right? It's not a that's not realistic. But at the end of the day, sometimes, right, those relationships can be restored and repaired. But I'm always seeking God behind every single thing because I want it to be God and not Toya. Because if Toya was leading this thing, listen, I don't know, Toya gonna do what Toya want to do. You see what I'm saying? Those things that I don't want to do, I do. But the things that I should be doing, I don't do. And this is a real thing. Romans 7 is a real thing, y'all. This is my life. This is something that I struggle with all the time, right? Some things I don't struggle with like I used to. But I know at the end of the day, right? Toya sometimes to get in her feelings. Toya sometimes be wanting a whole lot of different things, and Toya got a whole lot of desires. But at the same time, my spirit can say, it is well, it is so. And what we're not going to do is let go and just be done. We're not going to just give up on each other. We're not going to just allow the enemy to win because he's a sucker. He's a sucker. And he wants us to literally give up. He wants us to not win. He knows because he knows who God is. This is what I'm telling you. It ain't about you that he's threatened by. It's the God that you're connected to that he's threatened by. When I tell you to look around you, and I'm telling you this, I'm not telling you this by accident. Look around you. Ask God, God, can I borrow your eyes for a moment? Because I just want to see what you see. I just want to see what you see. Y'all, this thing is real. Even if you got to ask God, God, help me to see the things that you see in me. Take some things away, Lord, that ain't supposed to be there. Remove some friendships, remove some family ships that ain't supposed to be there. Y'all, I promise you. When I tell y'all I got about two friends, I promise you, two friends. I got associates. I got some associates, but I got two friends. Two friends that's not my blood. Two friends. Two. And I say that because these two have literally, they both have special places in my heart. Two friends. Two. I ain't talking about family. I'm talking about two friends that's not my blood. And they stick close to me more deeper than my family does. And it's so wild to me sometimes, right? But I'm thankful for them because I know that it was nobody but God that blessed me with these two. And that's all I need. I never needed a whole lot of friends, right? And I've always said, and my grandma used to say it anyways, like if you got more than 5 friends, what I'm saying, you got more than 10 friends, right? You can count on your hands. You can count more people on your hands than that. You might want to reevaluate them people, right? But what I began to notice is that the older that I get, right, and the older that I get, I'm serious about this thing because my friends are older than me. My friends, they're older than me. They're not younger than me. They're not the same age. They are older than me. And I learned this because the thing about it is that I like to be around people that I can really learn from. I like to be around people. One of my oldest friends, and I say this and I say it real hard because I love this lady so much. This lady was 81 years old. And I think that she used to tell me all the time, I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend. What you mean? You could talk to me anyway. I'm your best friend. But what I learned in that, right, because she had been through some things, this lady has seen the world, right? And she experienced some things in her life. And so she was literally like my Naomi. And I was Ruth, literally out here gleaning from her. Anything that she would give me, I was ready to receive it. And I was just so thankful for it because even to my older friends, and they just may be a couple of years older than me, right? I'm thankful for them. I have a friend that's 10 years older than me, and I love her. You know what I'm saying? She don't even look like she that age, but anyways, I love her. You know what I'm saying? And I love them because the thing about it is, man, they're so straightforward with me. They are not turned like me. They not turned like me. They can get turned, but they not turned like me, right? But at the same time, they help balance me out. And what I'm realizing is that the things that they have, right? The tools that God has blessed them with, the gifts that God has blessed them with, right? Um, they actually begin to push me in ways, right? that I need to be pushed. Sometimes things can be uncomfortable for me, right? Sometimes things can be uncomfortable. And I'm a real straight up person. Like if something is, I'm like, no, I don't agree with that. I'm just not going to agree with it. I've just never been that person. And if there's an issue or whatever, I like to address the issue. Like I've always been that friend, but I think that some people can't really have those type of friends because they don't really know how to take those type of friends because they get intimidated by those type of friends. And that's weird to me because I feel like at the end of the day, you're friends with a person because you feel like you can talk to them about things, right? Even when it is uncomfortable situations. I don't mind taking accountability for anything that I say nor do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what I realized that I can't get a me from everybody else. And so when I look around and I think things over, right? I'm thankful that God has blessed me with a people, right? And even to a village here in Charlotte. Like God has literally blessed me with a people. Like I even have a second mom here in Charlotte and I love her. Right. And it's so funny because God will literally begin to restore. And I'm thankful because I can look around and I think about even the people that God has that's getting ready to cross my path that I haven't even allowed to love me yet, that I haven't even met yet, that I haven't even manifested into these relationships, right? I haven't even nurtured these relationships. And even some of the relationships that I have here, that I have people that are my friend, that's like my family that are here, right? They're here, but I haven't even connected with them in a long time. And so it's like, dang, it's like restoration in those friendships and those relationships. So I don't know all of the different possibilities. So that's why I say, look around you. Look around you and be intentional with who God is calling you to be. That's all I'm saying. Be intentional with the promises that God has promised you. God didn't show it to nobody else, man. He gave it to you. It's not for them to understand. It's not for them to understand why you move the way you move. It's not it's not on them to understand why you disconnected from that friendship, that relationship, that familyship. That is not their business. You continue to do whatever brings you peace. You continue to do it and you do it unapologetically. Listen, I promise you, y'all, I used to be one of those people. Listen, I would used to feel guilty, okay, for not being there for people that I thought that I really thought that really, really loved me, right? But at the same time, what I'm learning is that everybody deals with things differently. And we do got to extend grace. So I extend grace, right? But at the same time, right, I've learned how to maneuver. And I've learned also that people are just going to be people and you just accept them for who they are even in their shortcomings, because this is what God does. Like, just take them and accept them and love them for who they are. Anyways, y'all know I'm gonna get up off of here. I'm gonna see y'all next week, man. But just look around you. Just look around you, man, and just be thankful and just know that God has something great for you. God got something great for us. And I'm just so thankful for it. I'm so thankful for it. I love y'all so much. Anyways, I'm gonna see y'all next week. We're gonna continue to grow, right? This is what we do at the Glow Up Biz, man. We grow to glow. We gotta continue to grow, man. We gotta continue to glow because it's not about us, it's about God. And if we don't show God, like some of us, at the end of the day, like the people paths that we cross is the only God that they're gonna ever see. Like you are the only walking God that they're gonna see. You are the only representation of God that they're gonna see. So make it count. Make it count. And we'll talk soon, y'all. I love y'all, man. God is good. I'm thankful for this podcast. I'm thankful for what God is doing in our lives because again, we gotta grow to glow. Listen, take the mask off, deal with those things that's internal, deal with those things that, the things that we mask, the things that uncomfortable. Like we gotta deal with it, man. Look around you. That's why I titled this tonight. Look around you, man. God is showing you some things. God is showing you that He is well, even when things are going bad, even when sometimes things in life gotta get bad, it gotta get worse before it get bad, before it gets great, right? And I feel like that, and I know that God is brewing up something, and I know all of the things that we see on the news with Trump and all these different things, right? The deaths, all of the lives, and all of the different sacrifices, all of these different things and it just seems like it's just the worst thing. But what I know is, man, like I've never seen the righteous forsaken. And I just don't believe, right? I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that God has given us, has literally forgotten us, that he's given us a spirit of fear, right? That we are going to be prepared for this thing, right? We're prepared for whatever it is that God has for us to do. And if we just keep our eyes on God, man, we just keep our eyes on God and we just see all of the things. That's why I say, look around you, because it's easy for us to see the negative things. But think about nature in itself. Think about just life itself and how beautiful it is. Think about the time that you've been given on this earth. And think about some of the people that didn't even make it to get this time. We can't get the time back. So make the most usage of your time today. Be intentional with it. Just love on your people as much as you can. Love on yourself. Take some time for yourself. Rest, right? Take good care of you, but look around you, y'all. Listen, like God wants us to enjoy this earth. Like God has given us dominion. Hello. I'm just telling you, it ain't Trump that's running this country. God's still running this country. You hear what I said? God got everything under control. Who you trusting in? Who you believing in? Are you trusting God or are you trusting yourself? It's easy to trust yourself. It's easy to trust other people, but put the trust on God. Stop. You can't even trust yourself sometimes. You don't even know what's best for you sometimes. I'm just telling you, listen, I'm talking to you because I'm talking to me too. Y'all, listen, I told y'all when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. I say this all the time. But we got to grow, even when it's uncomfortable. This thing may hurt, but listen, there may be some friendships, some relationships that God's about to remove out your life. But listen, if they got to go, listen, if you got to go and get out of my life, then bye bye. I will tell you so long, bye bye. That's a real thing for me. And I'm going to say it cheerfully, right? And I know that God has something great for me on the other side. I know that he got something great for me down here. So I don't know about y'all, but I want everything that God had for me down here. Okay. All right. So, anyways, y'all look around you, take it all in, man, and ask God, can I borrow your eyes, God? Because I want to see. I want to look around and I want to see you. I want to see you in everything. I want to see you in every way, right? I don't want to see the bad. I don't want to see what the news is telling me. I don't want to see what this person is trying to tell me. I want to see what you see, God. Help me to see people the way that you see them. Help me to see me the way that you see them. Help me to see this food the way that you see it. Help me to see the things that I need to get like I need to get convicted on. Help me to see those things. Help me to receive those things even when I don't want to receive them. Help me, Lord. Help me in my unbelief. Even when I don't feel like I have enough faith, God, help me to believe. Put it in me, God. Help me to take the leap of faith. Help me to be able to help somebody else, God. Help me to help myself, Lord. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, we got to look at this thing. This thing is bigger than us, y'all. And I'm so excited about this thing. Got me literally over here just jumping and joyful because it's not happiness. This is a joyful thing because happiness is temporary. Joyful is a lifestyle. This thing is real, y'all. Ooh. But anyways, let me get up off of here. And I'm going to see y'all next week. Y'all know I love y'all as always. Your girl, the glow up is right. This is what we do. We grow to glow, honey. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Right? Kings, queens, I'll see y'all next week. I love y'all. And y'all have a great weekend. All right, y'all. Bye.